Okay, what are we doing? Visiting Ellie's parents and talk to Parvati.
I swear, next time we put in the groundbreaker, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask her over. Oh, I'm so nervous. Having trouble focusing on my work.
The break time's over. Yeah, so next time we dock at the so we're gonna go and see who's got rough armor. We want to look rough and tumble. We have to go and do Ellie's parents. Let's take Nyoka. I'm umming and ahhing because there is a gimmick ending I could get, and it would be useful to get it now so that my other playthrough I do for the platinum is just a little bit of cleanup. As far as I can tell, it's other than there's an achievement for getting kills with the companion abilities, which we haven't got, even though it's only like 50, and we've used them non-stop. There's an achievement for fucking up something that we're going to do, but I don't know if I can do it yet. And there's a whole bunch of the bad outcomes for the stuff that we've been getting good outcomes for. You know, when we made peace and stuff like that. And Edgewater. So let's go and meet Ellie's parents. Looking forward to that Fallout remaster if that's real, because I've been working on a Fallout 3 Let's Play, and it's annoying because I keep having the audio dialogue just not triggering. But the subtitles are there, just nothing's coming out of their mouths. I look suitably awful. Suppose we could put. We've got a Raider helmet on, haven't we? Let's put the Marauder helmet on. Yeah, we look suitably rough and tumble. Even if we do have a glitchy little leg there. Right. Let us go.
Antibiotics. Take comfort in knowing that anything antibiotics cannot stop will probably kill you quickly.
That's fine.
The dissidents actually. Spacer's Choice pre-sliced bread. It tastes fresh because it was.
Forsyth luxury munitions, you say? Well, hello there, Mr. Winston Forsyth.
Looking for weapons? You've come to the right place. Every Byzantine needs high-quality armaments, and you won't find better anywhere else.
What do people around here need weapons for?
Why, to defend their property, of course.
Yes, it's America.
50-bit says he's got a heart on right now.
Byzantium is the best of what Halcyon has to offer. It's up to us to protect it.
Protect it from what?
Marauders, dissidents, especially large sprats. One never knows what threat might arise.
I bet you don't even need that eye patch.
Oh, please. From what I've seen of this city, a rusty nail is the most hazardous peril you've ever suffered.
The point is to be adequately prepared, and good preparation is a powerful deterrent.
Byzantium seems pretty safe to me.
Only because we make it so. It is only the fear of the well-armed Byzantine that keeps the rabble at bay.
You're an idiot.
And you're here to buy a weapon, are you not?
Let me see what you got for sale. He's got anything really good. Oh, he's got a sniper rifles. None of them are that great, really. Let's sell all my junk. He's got all the 2.0s, the pink slip, and the exterminator. 158. What's my vermin? 123. I might try and buy his exterminator.
What can I help you find?
The exterminator. 5,363 bits. Jesus. Anyway, let's go and meet Ellie's parents, who are all the way over here.
Oh, for the good old days when you could simply ask them.
Yep, you're all assholes.
Right? Don't rub it in. Oh, don't get all prickly. I just haven't met someone who left the high life on purpose.
I'm from there, but I'm not really from there, if you follow.
So this is where
There's
you're...
my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial-grade cleaning solvent in desperation.
Righty
Never
dokey.
thought I'd say this, but somehow I prefer my sulfur.
I'm hoping we look suitably rough and tumble
And we're stalking. And we're stalking.
to the Fenhill estate. I'm pretty sure you can murder her parents in front of her for like no reason, and then she quits your crew. Can we rob them, do you think? We can rob them. Just leave money lying around like this. To be fair, everyone's left money lying around. Only one door we can access.
Marilyn, is that you?
Lars, we certainly didn't expect to see you like this.
And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble.
We could say, it's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for welcoming us into your home. We could say hello, or we could spit on the floor. Fancy place. I'll probably be taking a few things with me.
There you go again, Captain. Always menacing polite society. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into. Right?
Theft, vandalism, profanity, you name it, we've done it at least twice.
Yep, we're a pair of disgraceful lowlifes.
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
We'll leave when we're good and ready.
You tell him. We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors.
Yeah, there's a perception check here we can't make because we're stupid. Perception, hold up. These floors aren't just nice, they're top quality marble. Keep going, Ellie. I like where this list is heading.
Just a second. You had the floors redone with real Terran marble? Since when can you afford that?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand. We hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead.
It's not for lack of people trying, believe me.
I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
Perception check. Why do I get the feeling you people are about to apologize for something?
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts have been rather, substantial.
You what?
But I'm sure you're much happier now knowing Ellie's alive and well, right?
Of course. And we shall always harbor that joyful secret deep within our hearts.
And you'll report it to the insurance company, right?
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
So tell them Ellie's back. You'll be the talk of the town.
That's the other problem.
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we?
I'll have you know Ellie's a professional miscreant.
Shh! Someone could hear you.
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
One of a kind, naturally.
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
It was quite the story. People were talking about it for weeks.
Listen quietly.
Couldn't you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or raptidons? And what are you gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that. We were just about to ask you to, leave.
Quietly, if you don't mind.
If you really knew your daughter, you'd know quiet is not in her vocabulary.
She hasn't changed a bit, I see.
That's it? You just want us to disappear now?
Oof.
Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
I don't know about you, Ellie, but I'm ready to cause a scene.
Let's just get out of here, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
We could, kill her parents.
Let's talk outside.
I'm gonna rob them. Is there anything to rob? Liquor. Vodka. Got a safe.
Oh, could you please leave quietly now?
Let's just put this unpleasantness behind us.
I'm really tempted to just fucking kill him with a power fist. We don't have power fists in this game. That's Fallout. Do have the big hammer though. God damn, do I want to play Fallout 3 again. But none of the voice lines work. I can get it running. I can get it running really well, but none of the voice lines work. It's just subtitles all the way, and if you know anything about Fallout, you'll know it's all about the voice acting. You know, Harold, Dad, Elder Lyons, Sarah Lyons, what's her name? Does the Wasteland
Got a minute?
Survival Guide.
Can you believe those two? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage.
They shouldn't have gotten so upset.
I wanted them to get upset. I just thought it would play out differently. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and blink open-mouthed.
This is a very specific fantasy.
Shh, I'm getting to the good part. I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either, the leather's fake but the scars are real, or, oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug?
Oh, I wish I had Intimidate points now for the Intimidate 40. How about it's payback time and I'm collecting with interest? Let's listen quietly.
Father would throw his hands up, because this would be just like me, to come back and make a big scene. Then Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red and she'd have her fist in front of her mouth to stifle a sob.
Hey, chin up, you're better than this.
I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know. And I've got a reputation to maintain.
Trust me, it was for the best.
I'd love to know how you'd describe getting kneecapped.
I think there's a lesson here, Ellie.
Uh-oh, it looks like we're in for a big talk.
You can learn something from this. It's up to you to determine what that is.
Can't I just have a drink and punch some poor defenseless pillow instead? Anyway, I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaningful life lessons. I'm mad, and I want to do something about it. Something like... Wait a second. What if I could get that money?
Keep talking.
I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off.
Quite the role reversal.
As long as I don't develop a taste for wool gonzola and bad legal dramas, that's fine by me. My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account.
Yeah, let's screw your parents
If
over.
that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it ourselves.
Let's go. To the insurance office. We've leveled up to level 27. I'm so paranoid, it's not even funny. That paranoia is really hurting us, man.
What was it like being one of them? Top runners.
Hey, my parents and their gold-shitting friends are not me. I ever tell you about this one patient? One at her...
Anyway, can I put my fancy clothes back on now?
eyebrows moved up and the tip of her... nose raised.
What? Why? Was she trying to disguise herself? She on the run or something?
So she'd always be looking down on everyone.
You are making that up.
Making stuff up is work. This is real.
Mr. Billingsley?
Have you tried our new cocktail sponsored by Rizzo's? 1 part purple spectrum vodka, 1 part artificial tomato-like substitute juice. We call it a Blue Bloody Mary.
I wanted to ask you something.
Oh, by all means, ask away.
Pick up any interesting rumors?
Celeste Jolliker's disappeared without a word. I've heard she's taking an extended and indefinite sabbatical.
She's very dead. What's it like working in Byzantium?
I don't believe in work. Work is for automechanicals and lower classes.
Are you serious?
I don't mean to sound cruel. There's nothing wrong with working. It's just so unnecessary. Why bother? We all have our roles in society. I like to think of myself as an entrepreneur. This drinking establishment is my investment.
I should go.
I love Byzantium. Where else are you?
Let's get out of that, luxury munitions. Get the insurance money. Use your words, Alex. I'm tired. What this? GHIG secure mailbox system TN. The sole letter in this mailbox is addressed to the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group satellite office in Fallbrook on the planet Monarch.
I guess we're going to Fallbrook.
Well, that's good, because we've got to go other places anyway. But while we're here, let's try and find this woman that we've got to kill. Because I really did break my knees, didn't I?
That episode from a few weeks ago?
I'm afraid
Out with it, you wretched contraption!
Stop right there, criminal scum. Dr. Chartrand's home. This is the conspiracy for the aliens and genetic modification stuff. Are we trespassing?
If we took apart and sold this place, bet we'd get a year of food out of it.
They are below us. Universal Defense Logistics, Personal Terminal, Dr. Eva Chartrand, main menu, logs. Cascadia, compromised. I received a message that an unauthorized user was looking through the files on my Cascadia terminal. Maybe some marauder with 2 firing brain cells, maybe not. I hope whoever it is understands that the sacrifices made on Monarch and HRS 1084 serve a higher purpose. One day, when all of us have attained a new state of being, humanity may forgive my sins. Could HRS 1084 have been jeopardized as well? If the project is under attack, it falls to me to defend it. There are too few of us left. HRS 1084. My worst suspicions are confirmed. HRS 1084 was ransacked. Who knows what became of the suspension tanks, my team. As usual, my handlers on the board are no help. Until I deliver results they can replicate, package and disperse to the general population, they desire only silence and obedience from the likes of me. Yet another relocation. Circumstances were hardly optimal at the primary and secondary labs. Political instability pulled Cascadia out from under me, and some combination of cabin fever and paranoia soured HRS 1084. Perhaps my home in steadfast Byzantium will offer the retreat I need. Though I miss working alongside colleagues, I know that I hardly deserve the ones I so enjoyed, the ones I lost. The work continues in isolation and loneliness, perhaps, as it should. The first extraterrestrials. Ever since our species became aware of itself, we imposed our superiority on the worlds we touched. Colonialism worked for a time, but our oldest trick didn't work in Halcyon, did it? Now we are the ones who must bow to a force greater than ourselves. We are the ones who must adapt. Update. Wine makes me too introspective. Perhaps I'll balance it out with vodka. Laboratory access. Unseal entrance. I'm imagining this is going to end violently. How do I... Where is the entrance to the laboratory? Here? Yes. I might eat some bread. Is that bread? No, it's Sisty chops. Okay. Super secret hidden lab.
Lab coats make me nervous. Experiments always go wrong. Always. And then we got flying raptidons or some other nightmare.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside?
Your alien mind tricks won't fool me.
My what? Let's talk about this. Please. I think there's been a crucial misunderstanding.
The alien theory did seem a little far-fetched.
Just give me a second to explain myself. If you still want to shoot me, at least it'll be for an accurate reason. If you came looking for some elaborate scheme, It isn't here. All I'm doing is trying to keep Halcyon alive.
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving.
This is startling, but it doesn't explain the research I found.
The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have.
Hold on, what about the aliens?
Look around. We're the only intelligent aliens in Halcyon.
All you have to show for it is a lab full of preserved colleagues.
I know. I was there. Thomas was the first to take the gas. A simple test, he said. I told him not to, but he insisted. We learned a lot from his autopsy. Enough that we could try it on each other and know when to stop. No one else died. I must find a cure so his sacrifice isn't in vain.
I'm surprised you don't have more support from the board.
There are other teams. We didn't want to experiment on human test subjects, so we used the only resources we had. Each other. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back.
Isn't Cornelius Vanderbilt one of the assault cruisers patrolling Halcyon?
It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
Imagine losing something with that many guns on it.
That's plot, that is.
That ain't a shock. Board folks will lie to their own mothers if it preserves their paychecks.
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace.
If the board's authority is vulnerable, that's a crisis waiting to unfold.
Exactly. If colonists know we can't feed them or protect them, they'll begin to wonder why they need us at all.
The board wants to adapt the entire population of Halcyon.
Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving off Halcyon crops.
Knowing what the board considers a success, that doesn't give me a lot of hope.
Fuck that. People are people, and ought to stay the way they were born. They start trying to tinker with my blood, I'll bury them.
We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. Hardly any at all. But we have to keep trying.
Enough talk. Where do we go from here?
You could always shoot me. I assume that's why you're here. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
Nyoka, what would you do in my shoes?
Look, cold-blooded murder ain't easy on my spirits. But this, all this research, all these experiments, it's wrong. It's all void damn wrong.
Everything I did was for the good of the colony. Consider that.
What do you think, Ellie?
I try not to, least when it comes to the moral dilemmas. Lilia Hagen's a useful ally to have, but I'll back you up either way.
I hope you know what you're doing, Captain. I leave it in your hands.
So we have the option of keep working with the board on a plan to save Halcyon, I'll leave you be, and you know Phineas Wells, if you work with him, I'll spare you. Okay, just keep working with the board.
You won't regret this. I'm still far from the breakthrough I need, but you're at least giving me a chance. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive.
Persuade 100. We could give him 2,980 credits, which we don't have. It's less work than hauling my corpse out of here. Attack, can't think of one, but persuade 100, because the fate of the colony is in my hands.
You sure have an inflated sense of self-importance, but that doesn't make you wrong. Now move along. The doc has a lot of work ahead of her, tidying up and such.
Right. So, can we ask more about it?
The board is our best and only chance at survival. People will learn to accept that.
Subject, Dr. Lorelei Fowl. Current status, live. A life signs minimal. Status setting, active. Stasis setting, active. Notes, subject will need medical treatments beyond the current understanding before any attempt at extraction is made. You should have let me go, Law. I drew the short straw. It was my turn. I don't think I'm strong enough to go on without you. I'll never stop searching for a way to bring you back. If I fail, may the architect annotate your place in the equation. Alright, okay. Don't get snippy.
Hey.
Hey. So, there's the great big secret. Everyone's starving to death. Yeah, but we're siding with the board, so I'll leave you be. So now we have to go to Fallbrook. I'm still I'm in the position of I think I'm going to side with the board just because I haven't done it. It's a shame it wasn't aliens, although I do like a sci-fi where there's not aliens. There's nothing out there but us and the mistakes we make. That's why I like the Battlestar Galactica reboot as opposed to the original, because the original just brought in aliens and it was crap. I'm like, I don't want aliens, dude. I want man's inhumanity to man. That's not saying I don't like aliens. I do like aliens as well. Just sometimes it's nice to to the ship. Sometimes it's nice to haberdashery to dabashery. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and get Ellie's insurance money to fuck over her parents. We could shoot them in the head, but I think Ellie leaves your squad if you execute her parents in front of her. But it is an option. We could do that. They're not wearing any armor, so lol. Monarch.
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
I'm tired and thirsty. I'm going to sleep for 6 hours because I'm tired. That should get my health back. I'm now thirsty. I've got some water on me. Just a little bit of water. And a little bit of Raptidon meat. And now we'll head out. Yep, we are in the right one. I'm actually really enjoying this second playthrough. I think my first playthrough was valid and good as well. But I'm really, really enjoying this second playthrough because I feel like, yeah. You know? Yeah. Yeah. So we've got to go to the insurance office on Fallbrook.
always imagined Fallbrook would be...
This looks like the place. Ready to get my money or what?
I see you're still in one piece. However, you never know when that could change. Consider our accidentally torn into tiny fragments coverage. Note that all of your fragments must be recovered and must be smaller than a standard bit cartridge for the payouts to kick in.
I need to change the beneficiary on Marilyn Fenhill's life insurance policy.
I remember that one. That's the young socialite who broke her neck, right?
Of course, no one remembers me for the marauders I've killed or the bits I've stolen. Typical.
That claim was airtight. Our best investigators couldn't find an exclusion for that one.
Oh, what else can you tell me?
Are you serious?